It's 1987, and I think we're at Burroughs' house in Kansas now, and he's sitting on the porch, and again he's holding a gun. So I guess you must have flown down to Kansas for this shoot. Can you tell me a little bit about this photograph?
Yeah, there's a lot to say about this photograph. This is a quite well-known picture, and I flew out to Lawrence, Kansas, where William was living for there was a sort of music and art festival called the River City Reunion that was taking place, and the people that were participating in this were Allen Ginsberg and Husker Du and Ed Sanders and the Dead Kennedys and Tim Leary was out there, and Matt Dillon was out there, and Edie Kerouac was out there, and John Giorno was out there, and Hal Wilner was out there, and it was kind of a meeting of the tribe, and it was and I think it was taking place in Lawrence, certainly probably because William, perhaps partly because William lived out there, and so that's why I flew out to Lawrence, was to photograph the River City Reunion and to see William. And so I went. So in this image, to stay on the photograph, I went over to his house, and it was. There's a story in this because he art directed the whole shot. He pulled that Burroughs headstone.
Yeah.
That's a headstone, and he pulled it out from the foyer of his house, and then he said, "Well, how do you like that?" And I was like, "That's good." And then he pulled out this rifle, and so then I thought, okay, now this is a good shot. This has potential. And then this German photographer showed up, and started trying to sort of steal my shot. And William loved that story. My friend Ira told me that. But I asked him to go away. So ultimately, I got the shot.
Yeah.
But he pulled out the headstone and the shotgun, and he put on the hat, and that was. We took a lot of pictures around his house, but that one really is pretty poignant. I like that one a lot.
The one after, I'm guessing, is the same shoot.
Yeah, that's a great shot.
With the black and white, and he's looking. I mean, he's not looking at you at all, is he?
And that's not like me. I always want eye contact, but in this picture, well, I mean, everyone sees pictures differently, but to me, when I look at his face, he's got a lot of, it has a lot of soul in his face, and this image was used on the invite to the opening of William's first one-man show of his paintings in New York at the Tony Shafrazi Gallery in 1987, and like I said, when I was out there in '87, I would hang out with him at the house and with his cats, and we walked around, and he showed me his gardens, and then he had me take some photographs of him throwing knives against the tree, and we went to a shooting range, and he really enjoyed living outside of Manhattan and being to shoot outdoors, and I took all of these pictures of him at the shooting range out in Kansas, and those are great too. Yeah, that was fun.